right here. We are aware that there is 7.442 billion people on this earth, of which we estimate that out of that 7.442 billion, there should statistically be 11.628 million twins. Kane and I just so happen to be what is known as identical twins. Well, what does that mean? Well, what does that mean for us all here tonight in Camden? Well, we know that in this beautiful, wonderful city, there is, at last count, 9.18 million people. So, statistically speaking, there should be, right now, in this city, an incredible 834,000 twins. And here's a couple of tall tales about some twins to whet your appetite for what you're about to see. The first one, I must warn you, is a little bit macabre. And it takes place in the year 79. It is wildly known as the curious case of Angela White. Angela White, for those that don't know, was a red-headed Australian woman. She reported to a local hospital in the state of Victoria with severe stomach pains. She was checked into that hospital on that evening at exactly 10:56 p.m. She was examined by doctors, and when they failed to find anything wrong with her, she was immediately discharged. However, on her arrival home, she was greeted to the news that her twin sister had given birth, and you guessed it, 10:56 p.m. Spooky, Camden, I know. So here's something a little bit more pop culture to lighten the mood for you. Identical twin sisters, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, were once, non-identical, paternal twin sisters. Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen were once tasked to know if they knew what each other was thinking by rolling a single die. Mary Kate was asked to roll the die first on the east coast of the United States of America in a soundproof studio. She rolled the die, and on that fateful day, on live television, the number she rolled to was the number 2. Her twin sister, on the west coast of the United States of America, under complete test conditions, was asked to think, concentrate, and say the number she thought her twin sister had rolled to, and she said the number 79. Proving it is bollocks to suggest that twins know what each other are thinking, and also that Ashley and Mary Kate are not the sharpest knives in the drawer. What we do know for certain is the odds on a straight flush in a game of poker just so happen to be 3,535 to 1, which is an incredible 234 times more likely than naturally conceiving quadruplets. The school bully used to say to us in school, dressed in their identical clothing with their identical faces. Who could have thought you could be singled out for being completely identical to somebody else? That was a little bit dark, wasn't it? Maybe I'll do a card trick to lighten the mood. Not a usual card trick, quite an unusual card trick, because this is quite an unusual packet of cards. There's 52 of them, like any normal packet, but these are snap cards, so there's 26 different items. I'll show you what some of them are, and we'll have a few selected. Madam on the end here, what's your name? Erica. You can stay where you are, Erica, don't worry. Okay. Erica, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to start turning some of these cards over so that we can see what they are. There we go. Sir, do you know what that one is?
It's a nest.
N for nest. Well done, sir. Very good. I'm just going to start pulling them back like this. Erica, whenever you like, I just want you to say stop. Whenever you stop me, the next face down card that we can't see, that will be yours. All right?
Stop.
There, after the card. Okay. Take that next one, Erica. Don't let me see what it is, for goodness sake. Now, Erica, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to stand up, all right, and show that card around. When you do, you're probably going to get a round of applause. Right? Don't worry about it. It's because you're at a magic show. It happens all the time. It's perfectly normal. When you get that round of applause, show the card around. Milk it in, you know. Take it. This is your moment. If you feel a little bit underappreciated in your day-to-day life, this is your moment, Erica. Show the card around, let everyone see, even at the top. And me and Abel, we're going to be looking just over here so that we can't see what the card is. Once everyone's seen it, just slip it into my left-hand jacket pocket. Erica, you know what you're doing? Yeah. Fantastic. Do your thing. Is it in there, Erica?
Yeah.
Little ninja, I didn't even feel a thing. Erica, you can relax, chill out, sit down. Your moment in the show is completely over.
Great.
Erica!
Yeah.
Answer me this question truthfully and honestly in front of our jury here this evening. How often, Erica, when meeting a twin or a set of twins, will you ask them which one's the evil one?
Never.
Never! Saint. You are a beautiful, wonderful Saint, Erica, because every single day someone at school would say to us, which one's the evil one? And I hated it. I wanted people to look at me and think of me as an individual, special, unique. I didn't want them to think of us as two peas in a pod, but I understood why they got confused. Every day we were forced to wear identical matching uniforms to go with our identical matching faces, quite similar to what we've got on today. In fact, black trousers, burgundy blazers, teal ties, white shirts, every single day. And every single day someone would ask me, which one's the evil one? And I wanted them to be able to look at us and see that I was different. I wanted everyone to know that I am the evil twin. So I thought, what's more evil than the time? I looked at my brother's wrist, completely and utterly bare. I looked at my wrist, completely and utterly bare. And I thought, I will wear a watch. I will wear a watch, and then everyone will know me as the evil twin with the watch. So the story thickens. We'll have one more card selected, maybe. Madam, just in a second row, what's your name?
Martina.
Martina, exactly the same. I'm just going to start going through these. Sir?
It's a whale.
Whenever you like. Maybe on the next one you'll get a little rip of applause. We'll get there. Okay, we'll get there organically. It's Saturday night. I think I know what people want. They want this man to make the noise of the next card. They don't want him just to say whale. They want to hear a happy little whale.
Me too.
So on the next one, we'll have a lovely noise from this man, and they'll go crazy for you. And Martina, exactly the same. Whenever you like, just say stop. Whenever you stop me, the next face down one will be yours. Right?
Am I picking this one?
You're meant to make the bloody noise.
It's the helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you look so good.
Yeah.
Martina, whenever you like, just stop me.
Stop.
There, the X-ray. Martina, take that next one. Don't let me see. Exactly the same as before, Martina. We're going to ask you to stand up,
Alright.
show the card around, let everybody see what it is. You'll probably get a round of applause at this point. Don't be worried, because you're a magic show, it happens all the time. It's probably going to be a little bit louder than the one that Erica got. It's nothing to do with you, Erica, it's just warming up a little bit. Alright? We'll be looking in the other direction, and then just slip the card into my right-hand jacket pocket just here. Erica, you know what you're doing? Sorry, Martina, you know what you're doing?
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. Do your thing. Yep, that's definitely in there, isn't it, Martina? Certainly got that one going. Thank you very much. Martina, you can relax now, chill out. Your moment in the show is completely over. Martina! Answer me this question truthfully and honestly in front of this jury we have here this evening. How often, when meeting a twin or a set of twins, will you ask them if I punched your brother? Would you feel the pain as well? Just once! Just once! Obviously a very memorable time as well. Martina. And I hated it because every day someone would say to me, if I punched your brother, would you feel the pain? And I wanted them to know that I was unique. I was special. I was different. I wanted them to know that if they punched my brother, nay, if they beat my brother to a bloody pulp, I would feel no pain. Not physical or emotional. Because I am the evil twin. So, observing his wrist and my wrist and knowing that I had the option to wear my evil watch and separate everyone. But I thought that won't be enough. We were still dressed in identical clothing every day. So I thought, what I really need is some gothic jewellery. So I thought I'd wear a ring. I would wear a ring, and then everyone would know me as the evil twin with the ring and the watch. We'll have one final card selected, so exactly seconds before. Gentleman here in the second row, what's your name, sir?
Ruggiero. Good luck.
Ajero.
You can call me Roger if you want.
I think I'll call you Steve. Adaki the same as before. Butterfly, sir. Yes. Rather confused looking butterfly, by the way. Adaki the same as before. I'm just going to go through some of these cards. Say stop anytime you like. When you stop me, the next face down one will be your card. You ready?
Where do I put it then?
Just say stop. We'll get to that. This is so quick to rush to the end, isn't he, this guy? Quick.
Stop.
Yes, after the quick. Okay. Take that next one. Don't let me see it for goodness sake. And at this point, I'm just going to show you all the rest of the cards. I don't want you to think there's 36 butterflies or something like that. I'm cheating you anyway. That there are only 2 of each one and no more. Now, Steve, in a moment I'm going to turn around, look over there, stand up, show the card around. Something in me thinks that you might get quite a big round of applause at this point, alright? Don't be worried by this, because you're going to madly shout happens all the time. Show the card around, everyone see what it is, and then just slip it into my top jacket pocket just here. You know what you're doing?
Will do, yeah.
Fantastic. Do your thing now.
Here?
Into the pocket, yeah, the top jacket pocket. Yeah, in there, yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. Back you go, have a little seat, you can chill out now, you can relax. Your moment in the show is completely over. Steve! Answer me this question truthfully and honestly in front of our jury here this evening. How often, when meeting a twin or a set of twins, will you ask them, do you ever secretly snog each other's girlfriends without the girl or your brother being any the wiser?
No.
Never! Then you are a saint, and you are not like any of the bastards that we went to school with. Because every day someone would ask us, do you ever snog each other's girlfriends without them or your brother being the wiser? And I wanted everyone to know that I was unique. I was special. I was different. I didn't want to have the option to deceive my brother, go behind his back and snog all of his girlfriends. I still did it though! Hey, hang on. With every single one of them! All of them? Yeah. Even Cassandra? Especially Cassandra. And Cassandra didn't have a clue that Dizzy tart. That's obviously a joke. Oh. Cassandra definitely knew. But I didn't want to have this option. I didn't want to be able to do this. I didn't want to be able to be this person. So I thought I would identify myself as the evil twin by placing the watch onto my wrist. And anyone that needed to tell us apart could simply see that I was the evil twin with the watch. But I knew this wasn't enough. I looked at my brother's finger one more time, completely bare. I looked at my finger, completely bare, and I thought I'll wear the ring. I will wear a ring and then everyone will know me as the evil twin. With the watch and the ring, I looked at his finger one more time, I looked at my finger, and I thought this will be my moment, and I placed the ring onto my finger. And there I was, the ring. Hey, look at that, it's like 2 little peas in a pod. Nice ring, nice watch. I checked the school manual. I checked the school manual, and it said that we didn't have to wear a specific uniform every day. Even though our mother had sent us to school every single day in identical teal ties. Well, no longer will that vindictive cow's tyranny reign over my life, because I thought I would wear a burgundy tie. And then everyone would be able to tell me apart as the evil twin with the ring and the watch and the burgundy table. We're like 2 little peas in a pod, aren't we? Nice tie, nice ring, nice watch. I left school. I left school at the age of 15, no longer being able to bear being one of a pair. And I did what most people do who leave school early. I resorted to a life of crime. And on my first day, homeless, On the streets, I stole 3 items. I stole 1 item, I placed it into my left pocket, 1 into my right pocket, and 1 into my top pocket. 3 items that I knew would help me survive my new life as the evil, homeless twin. Hey, well, you're not going to believe this. I've met 3 new friends today. They've given me 3 items. I've got something in my left-hand jacket pocket, something in my right-hand jacket pocket, and something in my top jacket pocket. Right? I get what you're suggesting. You're insinuating, because this is a magic show, that the 3 items in your pockets, the 3 items randomly selected by your new friends and placed into your pocket, might in some way match the 3 items in my pocket. Impossible! Because I placed these items into my pockets 15 years ago. Well, let's have a look then. What have you got in your left-hand jacket? In my left-hand pocket, yes. In my left-hand jacket pocket, I stole 1 item that I knew would provide me all the warmth I needed on the street. I stole a stinking, red, smelly sock. A stinking red sock? Hey! Perhaps we're here, twin. Let's have a look what you've got in your other pocket. Hold on, I'm not having this. This is just some mere coincidence here. It happens all the time. Sir, just out of interest, do you believe in coincidences?
Yeah.
Oh my god! So do I! What a coincidence! But that is just a coincidence. There's no way that the item you've got in your right-hand pocket would match the item in my right-hand pocket. Well, let's have a look then. You see, the item that I stole to provide all the sustenance I would ever need was a shiny red apple. A shiny red apple. Thank you very much, Erica, for my explaining that. I'm not having this. You and you lot are obviously all in cahoots. You are obviously tricking me here. You're seeing the items that I take out of my pocket, and then you're showing them, and you're tricking me here. I'm not having it. There's no way everyone knows what I've got already. No, I don't care. You lot, you are all obviously in on it to trick me. You show me what you have in your top pocket first. Absolutely fine. I don't mind. Have a look. Steve gave me something in here. Good. Are you going to tell me? Well, guys, sorry about this. There has been what is professionally known in the industry as a fuck up. Steve, you were meant to pick the duck, alright? This gentleman here would have done a lovely impression of a duck.
Of course.
Yeah. Everyone would have been happy, would have been great. Gates. I thought we were in cahoots. I thought we were together as one. Well, do you know what? It's good for my story. Because, you know, obviously I am now unique. I am special. I am different. Because obviously, there's absolutely no way I can have anything like a gate in my top pocket! I'm just doing some acting all around Erica. You really already upped it up, didn't you? Oh, you get you there. You get some gate. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the true story of why I grew my hair the way that I did. Because then everyone would know me as the evil twin with the shit hair. And scene. So Kane and I are what is known, medically speaking, as mirror twins. That's correct, and we're going to do a trick now which reflects that. Legitimately my favourite joke. So what we've got here is we've both got 4 cards. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 jokers. And over here I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards which are completely blank on both sides. Now, for this trick, you need to keep one eye on my 4 jokers, one eye on my 4 blank cards, and the other eye somewhere around here. And if you're doing that now, the next few seconds should be quite irritating. Because for very little reason, we call this next piece Le Noyer! Okay, gentleman front row here, we picked on you a little bit. That's because I know you, but tell everyone else what your name is.
Neil.
Neil, I've got a little present for you here. Well, Abel's got a little present for you here. I've got a die. I'm going to take this die, Neil. I'm going to throw it at your face.
Sounds about right.
If, Neil, you manage to catch this die, you will get a massive round of applause from everyone here in the audience. Neil, are you ready to catch?
I'm going to try it.
You're going to try. Audience, are you ready to clap? Yeah! Well, I love the fact that you're just covering your bollocks there. You're like, hit me in my ugly face, but don't look at I mean, it's fair enough. It doesn't take a genius to work out. People that do magic tricks for a living aren't really very good at sport. No. Are you ready, Neil? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Neil, take that die and roll it either way, left or right, along the floor. Completely up to you. Lovely. As far away as possible from absolutely anyone else. Neil, thank you for that. Erica, you don't have to move, my friend, but can you just see what number is that on that die?
5.
5. Kate's going to pass you that die, Erica. You can stay where you are. Erica, what I want you to do is take that die, roll it back along this way. Beautiful stuff. And the lovely lady here, you can see what... Oh, look, it's 5 again. Excellent.
Roll it again.
This completely ruins points. Take hold of that. Chuck him out that way. Go to the bar. It's 1. It's 1! So what we have proven there is this is not a loaded dice. It can roll to any number. It's 2 to 1, it's going to be a 5. But it is just any old die. We'll come back to that a little bit later on. But what we're going to attempt now for you all is a little bit of twin telepathy. Good. So the first thing we actually need to do is we're going to blindfold Abel very quickly. We're going to blindfold him today using just a couple of playing cards. I've just got a couple of spare little playing cards in here. So we're just going to use a couple of these cards over his eyes, and as well as the playing cards today, we're going to use a staple gun. Oh, now, at this point, a lot of you are probably thinking, what if the double-sided tape on the other side of those cards were to wear off due to the sweat on his stupid little face. Feasible. It can happen literally anywhere. So we are also going to blindfold him today using some of this medical grade bandages. So the cards are going to stay on there as well. Thank you. Now, whilst Kane does this, I will tell you exactly what we are about to do. In a moment, we will prove, once and for all, that we are greater than the greatest twins of all time, Mary Kate and Ashley Austin. But for this, we need to make sure that there is absolutely no way that Kane and I can communicate. So we will have one twin that cannot see, we will have one twin that cannot speak. So, for the duration of this next piece, Kane will be sucking on a super sour, toxic waste gobstopper. Ugh. But I know what some of you are thinking. What if that is not a super sour, toxic waste gobstopper at all? What if he's in fact sucking on a very nice, refreshing grape? Feasible. Indeed. So for the duration of this next piece, Kane will also be bandaged and gagged with some medical grade bandages. Now in a moment, we're going to prove that we are greater than Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. After that, I'm going to ask for every single person in this room to do me a favour and think of a 3-digit number. But before then, I would like to tell you what I find the most irritating thing about being a twin is. The most irritating thing I found growing up was always receiving the exact same presents as each other. And this was never more irritating than on our 11th birthday when we both received Rubik's Cubes. Now the irritating thing about these Rubik's Cubes is we were always competitive and we both wanted to mix them up, and we both wanted to solve them. However, if we solved them, we both then had identical presents. Now, I'm going to take my cube and I'm going to hold it behind my back for just a moment. Whilst I do this, Kane is going to come towards one person and he will pass you the Rubik's Cube. If you are holding the Rubik's Cube, just say hi.
Hi.
Hi. So what's your name?
Adam.
Adam, what I want you to do gently, Adam, and don't feel any pressure to do this, start mixing that cube up for me. And Adam, have you ever solved a Rubik's Cube before?
No.
No, that's fantastic. So keep mixing that, Adam, and whilst you mix that, Adam, do you know how many different patterns it is possible to make with a Rubik's Cube?
Oh, 8,000.
8,000 dead. Dead on there.
He doesn't know.
8,000.
No idea.
It's a good guess, Adam. It is actually 43 quintillion. So what that means is if you gave each of the 11.628 million twins on this Earth 3.3 trillion Rubik's Cubes, they could make 3.3 trillion completely different patterns. So Adam, whilst you're mixing that up, whenever you're happy that you've mixed that up enough, Adam, just go ahead and let me know. Are you happy with how much you've mixed it?
Yeah, two more rotations.
2 more rotations. Now I just have to check at this point, you've not solved this, have you, Adam?
No, he really hasn't.
He really hasn't. I love that you're just beating him down continuously.
It is fun.
Adam, what I want you to do then, my brother is going to come towards you with his palms stretched out like this. I want you to place that cube onto Kane's hand.
Done.
Beautiful. Now, we mentioned in a moment we're about to show you some twin telepathy. What this is twin palmistry. This is the connection of two people's palm. Because now that Adam has placed that cube onto my brother's palm, through my palm I should be able to feel the bottom pattern on that cube, and mixing it up behind my back with a little bit of luck, I'm hoping what I've done here is mix that cube so that we have 2 sides, one on each, that are a complete and utter match. Do we have that? There? 3.3 trillion for 1! Pretty good. But wait, not just one side, 2 sides? Not just 2 sides, 3 sides. Not just 3 sides, 4 sides. 5 sides. 6 sides. All 6 sides. Thank you. We're warming up. The die should be with someone. If the die is near you, would you pick it up and let me know that you're holding it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your name?
Erica.
It's Erica again.
Sorry.
Erica, I tell you what, you've worked very hard tonight, Erica. I'm going to let you pass that to anyone else you want in the audience. Someone within reaching distance, or just lob it at Neil's face if you want. It did look fun. And if you've got the cube, let me know.
Me? Yes.
Yeah. What's your name?
Jada.
One more time.
Jade.
Jade. Jade. I love it. You guys are just like, these village simpletons can't work out, aren't they? Look at them. Okay. Jade, what I want you to do is come forward with the die in a moment and roll it onto the tabletop, okay? So what you will do is roll to a number and everyone will be able to see it on the top of the table. If Jade, it rolls off the table, don't worry, pick it up and just roll it back on. Is that okay, Jade?
Yeah.
And Jade's got to come forward to the stage, so let's give her a round of applause. Thanks, Jade. Very much appreciate it. Lovely. And have you rolled that, Jade?
Yes.
You can head back to your seat. Let's hear it one more time for Jade. Super. But in fact, Jade, I'm going to get you to do one more thing. I want you to look at the number that you've rolled and concentrate on that number. And my brother is going to come towards you with the back of his palm facing you. What I want you to do, Jade, would you write the number that you have randomly rolled to onto the back of my brother's hand? Is that okay?
Yes.
Super. Go ahead and do it for me now.
Done.
Oh, very good. Now, I've mentioned that the cube works through twin palmistry. What we're trying to do now is increase our connection. And with a little bit of hoping, I should be able to. This is hard because this is very similar to another number. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. With a bit of luck, I'm hoping, Jade, that the number you've randomly rolled to, the number that you've written onto the back of my brother's hand, is the number 2. Okay, this is it, guys. What I want absolutely every single person to do in the room for me now is start thinking of a 3-digit number. This can be absolutely any number you want. This can be a completely random number, or this could be something personal to you, like your PIN number, Neil. Or it could be your house number, it could be your birthday, it could be anything you want. It can be completely personal or completely random. But you can change this as many times as you want until Kane comes towards you. Because in a moment, Kane is going to come towards one of you holding our phone. He will not touch you. He will not invade your personal space, but he will make it very obvious that you, and only you, are the person we would like to use for this. Is this obvious to someone?
Yes.
Yes. What's your name?
Danny.
Danny. Danny, you're thinking of a 3-digit number.
Yes.
Would you do me a favour? Would you type that 3-digit number into the phone and do nothing else for me? And let me know when you've done it.
Yes.
And let's have a round of applause to Danny. What we're going to do, Danny, is we're going to take your number and Kane's going to hit the times button, the multiply button there, and he's going to come towards one more person. He will not touch you. He will not invade your personal space. But he will make it very obvious that you, and only you, are the person we would like to use for this. Is this obvious to someone? Yeah. What is he doing? Has he just injected you with heroin or something? Yeah. What's your name?
Andy.
Andy. Andy, you're thinking of a 3-digit number, correct?
Yeah.
Andy, would you type that 3-digit number into the phone and do nothing else for me? And let me know when you've done that, Andy.
Yeah.
Excellent. Kane's going to hit the times button there, you'll notice. And what that will give us is a running total of Andy and Danny's 2 numbers times together. Kane is going to come towards one more person now. He will not touch you. He will not invade your personal space. But he will make it very obvious that you, and only you, are the person we would like to use for this trick. Is this obvious to someone? Yes. Madam, what's your name?
Laura.
Laura. Laura, you're thinking of a 3-digit number, correct?
Yes.
Laura, would you do me a favour? Would you just type that 3-digit number into the phone and do nothing else for me? Laura, have you done that?
Yes.
Excellent. Laura, would you hit the equals button for me? And what that will give us, Laura, is a very long number. Can you see that long number?
Yes.
Excellent. Laura, just remember that number for me. Laura, is it a really long number?
Long enough.
Long enough! Okay? Then here's what I'm going to ask you to do, Laura. I want everyone to be able to see that number. So I'm going to ask you, if you wouldn't mind, just to come forward and write that number on a pad of paper so that everyone can see. Laura, is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, let's have a round of applause for Laura! Thank you very much, Laura. As I said, Laura, all you need to do is write that number, just the number, nice, big, bright and bold. Really cover the whole of the piece of paper so that everyone right in the back can see that for me, Laura. And I think I can hear you doing that. But Laura, let me know when you've written that full number. And Laura, I know it's very alarming and scary and worrying if you have to come to a magic show and come onto the stage. And we normally don't ask for people to come up, but because this is a big number, I needed you to do that. So thank you very much, Laura, for coming up. And have you done that, Laura? Round of applause for Laura! Super. Seems good. I like it. So there we go. We have one big number there, one big number times together from Laura, Andy, and Danny's number. Now what I'm attempting to do here, this is it. This is how we're going to end our show. Through twin telepathy, my brother will attempt to transfer that number from his mind to my mind. I will write it down onto here. Hopefully we'll have a perfect match. And then that's it. We can all go and drink that bar dry downstairs. So here we go. Okay, something's coming through now. I believe this is it. With a little bit of luck, we should have a perfect match. How's that? We there?
Almost.
Almost. I just need to check at this point. Neil, is this a little bit scruffy?
A little bit.
A little bit. Then I'll tell you what I will do. I will read this out for you so that you can all see exactly what the number is. If I'm close with any of the numbers, give me a cheer. So the first number that I've written here, right here, this is a number 1. Okay. The second number that I've written here, that is a number 6. The third number there, that is a 1. Then I've done another 1. Then a 2. Then a 0 and another 1. And the final number, this one right here, that's a number 9. But wait, there's more. Laura, Andy, Danny, I don't know if the numbers that you thought of were the first numbers you thought of, or if you kind of flitted around and thought of a few numbers. I don't know if those were personal numbers to you, or if they were completely random, but I believe truly that those three-digit numbers were the numbers that we were meant to get tonight. Because if we look at that number in a slightly different way, it just so happens to be the 16th of the 11th, 2019. It's today's date!
Keep it on.
It's lovely to see you again! Guys, thank you ever so much for coming and checking our show out. It was called the Split Egg Magic Show about being twins. We are pretty much toured around the UK most of the time, so please check us out. We're called K talking tricks. Listen to that. And that. Okay. Sorry. This is normally the end of the show, but I've just. It's just kind of done. This is just out the corner of my eye. That's quite irritating. I think it might be irritating for a few people. Can you? Sorry, it just feels weird to end a magic show.
I suppose it's quite unusual to end a magic show or a show of any description with something completely sort of jumbled up, something that doesn't make any sense. So I tell you what, tap that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.